Hello, this is the third episode of Commack History. This series covers the retail history of Commack, New York. I also cover some parts of East Northport that I wanted to include, and that's the case for this episode today. This one is going to be different because previously I was focusing on just one shopping center, but because I want to be able to cover all commercial areas of Commack, I'm going to be covering in this episode and the next a stretch of Jericho Turnpike. The addresses for this episode are 1969 Jericho to 2066 Jericho. I also included the tax IDs for the area that I'm covering in the description. I am going to go address by address and go through the history of each site in chronological order. Starting at 1969 Jericho Turnpike, right next to Northport Plaza and the TD Bank is a two-story shopping center that was built in August 1982. Its current tenants are an Allstate office, Thai Greenleaf, Century Billiards, and Cookies by Design. As of February 1964, before the shopping center was built, 1969 Jericho Turnpike was the site of Circus Cleaners. In December 1964, a Pinewood dairy was located at this address. This dairy was one of 6 that were charged with, quote, short measuring on milk sales made to public schools in Suffolk County in December 1964. A bus storage yard was located here as of December 1971. During the week of August 23, 1972, Thrifty Beverage Center held its grand opening at 1969 Jericho. As of August 1977, it was renamed to Long Island Beverage Center. It was later replaced by the Beverage Barn, which held its grand opening in May 1981 and closed after October 1986. Farmette Dairy Cottage was open as of July 1974. Hollywood Auto Decors, an auto accessory seller, was open as of November 1984. An auction of its inventory and fixtures was held in March 1987. Kitchen and Bath Innovations, a showroom, was open before October 1987 and then was closed after October 1990. A pizza and seafood restaurant called the Chuckling Oyster replaced a restaurant called Della Sardo's at 1969 as of December 1992. Permits for a Ridgewood Deli at this address were issued in 1985. Additionally, permits were issued for a takeout pizza parlor here in 1987. It was replaced by a Pizza Hut in 1993. A coin-operated laundromat opened in 1995. Budget Printing Center was open from before December 1996 until after March 2005. TJ's Deli and Catering was open prior to December 1997 and then closed after January 1999. Sam's Barbershop, a current tenant, opened in 2006. Nisen Japanese Cuisine opened during the week of August 10, 2000. It closed prior to September 2008 when the earliest Google Street View images are available for this address. On to the current tenants. Cookies by Design, originally called Cookies by Diana, was opened 27 years ago in 1997. Thai Greenleaf opened in 2003. Century Billiards started about 160 years ago as a family business in Manhattan and then moved to Long Island in September or October 1991 at 1976 Jericho Turnpike. It then moved to its current address in October 2009. And finally, the Allstate office, located on the second floor, was open as of March 2005. Across the street, next to Elwood Shopping Center, is 1972 Jericho Turnpike. This is a long building that today is the home of Twisted Greek, which opened recently in May or June 2024. During the 60s and 70s, there is evidence of 3 tenants at this address. The oldest was Brosterville, a chicken shop, which held its grand opening in July 1966. Jerry Kuzman, a Mets player, owned 6 restaurants on Long Island called Jerry Kuzman's Big Bite Shop. One of these was located at 1972 Jericho from before August 1970 until after April 1971. Elwood Liquors was open here at 1972 as of January 1978. A pub called Sullivan's was open at this address during the 90s, but it may have gone by multiple names. There was a People's Pub mentioned in a January 1997 article, as well as a Finian's Pub around 2010 to 2016, and a People's Sports Bar around 2016 to 2018. Longshot Bar and Grill was open around November 2019, but had closed by the following fall. DJ's Clam Shack opened in its place in late 2020. This is a small chain that was founded in 2009 that has stores in Huntington, Stony Brook, and Wantagh, and it is notable for being featured on diners, drive-ins, and dives. Twisted Greek opened in place of DJ's Clam Shack by spring of 2024. Staying on this side of the street, next to Twisted Greek, is New York Boxing and Fitness, as well as Rolando's Imperial Stone and Atlantis Auto Repair behind that. County Tire was open here from before April 1963 until after July 1979. There was also a Pool Table Service Experts open from around 1980 to 1981. Dr. Nick's Transmissions was open as of July 1983 until after May 1993. Before New York Boxing and Fitness opened around June 2016, this storefront was Allen's Furniture as of September 2009, and then Wholesale Tile as of September 2011 until after October 2013. Next to the boxing gym is Kinko's Tile. This location at 1992 Jericho Turnpike was open prior to 2011. As of June 1977, United Ceramic Tile was open at 1992 Jericho, and it was located here until after November 1992. Across the road is a car wash called Personal Touch Hand Car Wash. It was open as of February 1973 as 95-cent car wash, and it was called J&M Brushless as of May 1986. It was renamed at some point prior to 2012 to Personal Touch as it is known today. Next to the car wash is a gas station, which was open as of May 1965. Today, it is a Shell station, but it used to be called Straight Path Service Station, and it later was OK Petroleum. Two other businesses were recorded as being at this address of 1981 Jericho in the year 1981, and these were a nursery called Flower Time and B&I Automotive. Next to the gas station and separated by Eldorado Drive is a McDonald's. It was built in 1959 and it opened on January 5th, 1960. So you can mark your calendars because next January in 2025 is the 65th birthday of a local McDonald's. Prior to the McDonald's, records of historical building permits mention a barn in 1946, a one-story building with an apartment in 1947, a building for, quote, milk and ice cream in 1952, and a nursery shed in 1959. Across the street, next to Kinko's Tile and right where Daly Road meets Jericho Turnpike, was a Ford dealership. It was called Northport Ford and opened in October 1958. It was demolished in 1997 or 1998 to make way for a National Tire and Battery, which is a chain that was once owned by Sears, and it was open for only a few years since the CVS location that exists today was built in 2003. 2004 Jericho Turnpike was built in 1960. Assured Locksmith is open here today. It opened prior to November 1983 as Assured Safe Company. Past tenants since the 1960s have been Heyman and Hamilton CPAs as of February 1962, the law offices of Benjamin W. Goldberg as of December 1964, Henry Construction Company as of June 1966, American Discount Printers as of May 1976, Rudy's Solar Greenhouses as of May 1985, and Chris Cole Photographers as of February 1987. 2006 Jericho Turnpike, next door, was built in 1966. The current tenants are Wonderful Spa and Innovative Kitchens. Past tenants included Benjamin W. Goldberg School of Realty, open around 1969 to 1980, and a few other real estate offices. The Suffolk Sun was a newspaper that was briefly in print from 1966 to 1969, and its offices were located at this address as of December 1968. The Dairy Barn opened prior to November 1986. It went through a series of name changes, including The Barn, Milk and Things, and GFG. Around fall 2011, there was a Nathan's Famous inside as well. The Dairy Barn closed around 2017 based on my recollection, and as of 2024, it is being converted into a drive-through coffee shop, according to this article from the Long Island Business News. Next to the former Dairy Barn is 2032 Jericho. It was most recently an office for Gemini Restoration Corp. Previous tenants at 2032 Jericho were Washington Shop as of January 1975, Washington Fireplace as of October 1977, Colonial Fireplace and Stove Center until after September 1980, Everything Girl Boutique circa December 1983 until after May 1987, La Chemise Custom Dresses as of December 1985, Dream Makers Performing Arts circa 2011 to 2013, Closet Corp as of August 2015, and The Beautiful Lighting Company from 2016 until after July 2018. Next to 2032 Jericho is the now abandoned Elwood Hardware. Elwood Hardware opened before May 1963 and closed more than 55 years later in 2019. The strip mall across the road was built in 1989. Tenants today are Laura's Home and Patio, Mr. Tobacco Vape and Smoke Shop, and Marina Carpet. Behind the building is Cheshire Tire, which opened prior to October 1965. Laura's was open as of May 1991 under the name Laura's Floral Elegance. Marina Carpet opened in November 1960, nearly 65 years ago. Next door to Laura's was a computer repair shop, open as of September 2008. It closed between August 2015 and October 2016. Stores located at these addresses prior to the strip mall's construction include North Shore Home Improvements, also called North Shore Distributors, which was open at 2035 Jericho as of April to June 1978. Island Recreational, a pool store, opened next in March or April 1979 and closed after October 1987. There was a furniture store also located at 2035 Jericho and possibly in a separate building. It went through a couple of iterations, and I'm not sure if I have them in order. Actor Furniture was located at 2035 from June 1958 until after May 1963. There was also a Country Furniture at the same address, open as of September 1958, that closed in September or October 1974 and then was auctioned off in June 1975. It's possible that these are the same stores. After that auction, Giant Furniture Discount Centers held its grand opening in October 1975. J. Stephen Furniture Warehouse was open as of March 1977 and was called Value Hut as of December 1978. Built in 1955, 2040, 2042, Jericho Turnpike's tenants today are Pleasure Palace, Maggie Nail and Spa, and a moldings and trim store. By December 1977, Country Bumpkin, a dollhouse store, was open. It closed after January 1979. Gifts by Barlene was open as of April 1981, while Fortress Alarm was open as of September of that year. At 2042, Pleasure Palace opened before 1999. As of October 1961, 2042 was the site of Cybele Carpet, Linoleum, and Tiles, open until after May 1965. It was then Mardi Gras Showrooms by October 1968, and then Seamless Flooring Center by November 1969 until after May 1974. Parquet World opened as of October 1975, and it then closed and was replaced by Stella d'Oro Bakery, which opened as of December 1980. Maggie's Nails and Spa was previously called Genesis. There seemed to have been a deli at this address, as it was for sale as of December 1990. Previous tenants at 2046 include Total Office Products and Services and a handyman. The only other store I have record of at this address, 2046 Jericho, was the Tailored Cut, open as of August 1981. Dimitri Furs at 2050 Jericho, opened prior to November 1993. Past businesses at 2050-2052 Jericho Turnpike included Suffolk Save More Liquor Mart, opened during the 1960s. Long Island Paint Store, opened as of September 1960 until after May 1961. All-in-One Smoke Shop, open as of June 1981 until after July 1989. And Old Ship Inn, a topless bar, open as of September 1983. The Renarts at 2060 Jericho moved here from Northport Plaza down the road between September 2011 and September 2012. Prior to its opening, this building was divided into two storefronts. Mueller's Meats was established in 1947 and moved to this address in 1957. It was called Mueller's Pork Store in the 1960s. After its long life here, the store was renamed to Mr. Sausage between 2008 and 2009, and then closed after September 2011. There was a pool table store next to Mueller's that closed after September 2008. As of August 1961, Elwood Pharmacy was located at this address of 2060 Jericho. Roslyn Spa and Evolve Smoke Shop are located at 2064 and 2066 Jericho, respectively. The spa opened between September 2016 and May 2017. There was also a hair salon as of March 1989. More recently, there was a store called Project JDM between October 2012 and August 2015. As of February 1969, Valmont TV service was open at this address 2066. After that, tenants included L. Rick Colonial Buyers, a pawn shop that was open as of February 1980, and Lillian Costume Company from October 1981 until after October 1983. Hillside Bedding was open here as of August 1992. Kenda Custom Cabinetry, also called Kenda Designs, later held its grand opening at 2066 Jericho in March 1995. BBW Motorsports was open as of September 2008 and closed after August 2015, but prior to October 2016, which is when it was replaced by Runway and Rosé, a boutique that would close between July 2017 and July 2018, which is when Evolve Smoke Shop moved in. Across the street is a building located at 2057 Jericho Turnpike that is sometimes a car lot. A Hertz was located here at least during the spring of 1964. In April 1965, Bonanza Steakhouse held its grand opening at this address. It was open until after November 1968. In 1970, Elwood Camping Corporation was open at this address, and in 1974, Huntington Honda opened in its place. It originally sold motorcycles, but then started selling cars the following year in 1975, and sold only cars by 1984. It moved west to 1055 Jericho in late 1989 or early 1990. As of June 2014, Huntington Limousine Service was located at 2057, and since then I have no other record of a store being open at this address. And that is it for this episode. Next episode, I'm going to cover the next stretch of Jericho Turnpike, so specifically from the Korean Grill up to the former Bed Bath & Beyond. That means that the episode after the next one is going to be covering the Huntington Square Mall, which I cannot be more excited about. Please share comments and corrections below. Thank you so much.